Well, surprise, surprise, the deck made it to round 2. And here we are in round 2. That actually seems fine. Because
Okay,
we have
turn 1.
We have turn 1 and turn 2, and if we get a land, we get turn 3, and then we've got our high end as well, and
I think the
actually
chances of drawing another land are very good.
I would say so.
Like, I think it's like 85 or 80%.
I run the draw, so.
And either an island or a mountain works well.
Yeah. And there you go.
Perfect.
I don't know if we'll ever be able to activate the blister coil weird's special ability, but it looks like he's going to get in for 1 at least. Oh, there's all our land. What do you know?
I'm fine with drawing that land.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the important 1 island we need.
Well, that's, you know what? If he's going to use the arrest on anything, I'm okay with it being a Frostburn weird. Because this turn we get a Splatter Thug down.
Mm-hmm. An unleashed Splatter Thug.
Oh yeah. But we're not leashing this guy. He shall be unleashed. I mean, if he...
I don't know if I would have put the arrest on a Frostburn weird.
They can get out of hand. Alright, Rune Wing. I'm suspecting he's going to chump the Splatter Thug with the Rune Wing here and just cycle it. Mm-hmm. Well, we certainly have drawn all those lands that we wanted.
Such is your... such is the...
He did not. Alright. Well, next turn we get to Void Wield. Which makes the Rune Wing a lot worse because he didn't get a chance to cycle it. It's a Tower Drake as well. I was secretly hoping he'd put, like, Knightly Valor on it, but... Oh, sweet.
Okay, do we Void Wield the Tower Drake or the Rune Wing?
The Rune Wing, because it's more expensive.
He can only pump... Well, we want the Drake to a 3-2 and trade it off with our Splatter Thug, though.
No, Drake's only the toughness gets pumped on the Drake.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Well, in that case, yeah. Absolutely.
Get that Rune Wing back in your hand.
Super good tempo hit.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate to draw the Lobber Crew now because we've used both, or not both, we've used 2 of our multicolor spells, but we wouldn't have, it's not like we would have held them. That's fair. It's a reasonable place for an inaction injunction on that particular guy there.
He did work.
Mm-hmm. And the Rune Wing gets back in. Alright, so... Next turn I figure we just detain the Rune Wing and swing with our 1 toughness guys, or 1 power guys.
Mm-hmm.
See that or get the Lobber Crew down, that doesn't seem to be doing any work. This guy actually stops his air assault, which is nice. So, detain your Rune Wing. And swing for a small, but not nothing. 2 damage. And it is over to you, good sir. So he can attack. He actually has no attacks because the Rune Wing is detained, and the Tower Drake. He can't buff the Tower Drake enough to survive the Skywatch. So there's not a lot he can actually do in this particular instance. I just realized I can probably actually put my headphones down like that and still... Maybe? I think the microphone is at the bottom of the headphones, so I think I can hold them like this. And you'll still be able to hear them okay. Hear me okay.
There.
I'd be thinking.
What kind of combat tricks could a guy in white have?
Swift Justice?
Yeah, Swift
for,
Justice.
For one white, but he wouldn't have thought about it for that long.
He might be.
No, I don't think he would have thought about it for that long. If he had it, he would have just been like, "Oh, I attack with Swift Justice and get the Skywatch." So I feel safe blocking here.
Okay.
If he wants to bounce our Skywatch, that's fine.
I don't think he would.
No. Okay. Well, that's not.
That would have happened no matter what he did.
Yeah, that's not a combat trick. That's just removal. So that's fine.
Oh,
Ooh.
fabulous.
Explosive impact is nice. I think I'll be getting down the Lobber Crew this turn, though. It's not like I can block anyway. So, although, you know what I might do? I might actually just attack with the Weird.
And see what he does.
If he tries to block the Rune Wing, then I can Explosive Impact him, and that'll bump.
Oh yeah, the Rune Wing.
Bump this, and then I'll actually just trade.
He does get to draw a card off that.
He'll get to draw a card off it no matter what he does, because he'll probably just block the Splatter Flag with it. If he doesn't, then I'll save the Explosive Impact and play the Lobber Crew out. He does. Alright, so I'll just impact his face.
That's a nice 2-for-1 then.
And this puts him to 1, to 2, to 1.
And he's in a bad position.
Correct.
Because
considering we have the Lobber Crew, right? Like, we just play that out, and then once we untap with the Lobber Crew. Alright, Azorius Justiciar is good. But once we untap with the Lobber Crew, that's 1, so. Oh, probably returning the Justiciar, I guess? Okay. That's fine. So that'll be an entertaining swing. We could also get Annihilating Fire. No, we don't, but that's okay. So he's got to deal with that right now.
Well, I mean, the Justiciar is going to come back down again and detain it.
That's true. That's pretty bad, actually. But
he's still not really in a position to race us.
no.
We don't know what else he has yet, but I mean, obviously that's going to...
Yeah, I guess I could have held it for a turn, but I think it still wouldn't it still have taken as long? So if I played it next turn, then he wouldn't untap until next turn. So yeah, it would have been the same amount of time. Oh, Duprov Guildmage. Okay, so that's unfortunate, because now he has...
He can't activate any of the abilities on that, at least.
No, but now once he untaps, he'll have...
A lot of flyers.
Well, I'm not worried about that. He'll have repeatable detain on the Guildmage, meaning he can actually just stop the Lobber Crew forever if he puts the mana into it.
Not a great draw.
Not the best, but it's something. Oh shoot. Well, that doesn't matter because we can't... we only need to tap the Lobber Crew once. Yeah, we don't need to block, I don't think. As soon as it's my priority, actually. No, he is actually dead, because as soon as it's my priority, I get to Lobber Crew. I should have put a stop during his upkeep. Actually, that was bad. I forgot that it goes away at the end of his turn. But I can even Lobber Crew in response to him trying to detain it, so I don't actually think he has any way out of this now. I guess I needn't have shown him that Cackler. I misunderstood where the where detain ends. That ability, that's fine. The ability is still on the stack. The ability will still resolve. Alright. So he's got a lot of Azorius going on, a lot of flying. That only keeps them tapped. I don't think Chemister's Trick really helps us.
I mean, a Dispel would have been good when he tried to use that Tristani's Judgment.
Yeah, but we have the Dispel, so...
That's in our main deck,
Yeah.
too.
I
Yeah.
think we just run it back. I'm pretty happy with the deck we have.
Is that playable? I don't know.
I think it is. Worst case scenario, we play Jason, we can just get to drill down with him. We're on the draw, too. I feel this is pretty playable. And maybe we'll get... Yep, I'm pretty happy about this now. We'll probably get some... get a couple damage in with our Cackler here. And then we got our Splatter Thug out on turn 3, so... And we have the inevitability of 5 damage with the Explosive Impact. So I'm feeling fairly alright.
That was a nice trade we forced with the Explosive Impact, actually.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty happy with that. Didn't think I'd ever actually get the extra value off one of those little weirds. So, sad we don't have a 2-drop, but I'm pretty happy with both of our 3-drops. Which I might actually cast both of them. In fact, I'm going to play down the Lobber Crew first so that his Stealer won't get through. I should have attacked first. Oh well. I mean, I say won't get through, but it's entirely possible that he can detain my Lobber Crew and get in.
No white.
Oh, yeah, they're still detaining blue.
I know.
I don't think we just go straight up Jace next turn.
I'd rather see him tapped out first.
Yeah, I think we probably Splatter Thug. And just try and get on the beats, because it looks like he's off his land. Oh, no, alright. He really wants white. Paid for his Hallowed Fountain. So he's got the Guild Mage, but he can't pay to give the Stealer flying this turn. Oh, wow. He's Bluster Squalling just so the Stealer can get in.
That seems bad for him.
Seems like he's really desperate to draw some cards.
Well, he can't... I guess he could Dispel a Jace. But...
No, you can't Dispel Jace. You can Dispel only his only instance.
So he can't... Yeah, basically Jace is safe to cast right now, because he can't counter it.
Yeah.
And I don't see him trading the new Prop Guild Mage.
No, but at the same time, I might just want to play down the Splatter Thug.
You could play the Shred Freak and the Electromancer, too.
No, because I need both the reds for the Shred Freak.
Right.
So I think I just get down the Splatter Thug for right now, and I'm still going to unleash it. If he wants to give the Stealer flying, well, that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, it's a good way for him to use his mana, too.
Yeah. End of his turn, I need to remember to Lobber Crew. If he gets on their land down, he can just detain something at will. When we get to 6 mana, I may just have to Explosive Impact the new Prov Guild Mage. I'd rather Annihilating Fire, but I'll do it if I have to. Action Injunction to Splatter Thug, that seems reasonable. I'm expecting him to give the Stealer flying here. Nope, Concordia Pegasus, alright. Well, that stops my Cackler pretty handily. Almost forgot. Island. Delightful. So this means I still can't Electromancer and Shred Freak. So I don't have any attack. So yeah, I think this seems like a good enough time as any for a Jace.
You can immediately like start filtering your hand.
Yeah, I think I'll drill down right now. Well, we'll take the Skywatch. Or how badly do we need land, actually? I don't think we need land badly enough that we want to take the first pile. What do you think? I mean, getting to 6 is pretty important for the explosive impact, but I feel like we're in a position where we can draw one more land. We need the land for this, obviously, as well, but I think we're all right to take that. And
Doubtful Jace will live through this.
yeah, I'm expecting him to just swing right at Jace.
Really? You should have.
No, end of his turn at Lobber Crew. Yeah, I mean maybe the play was to +1 Jace there.
Only when it does damage to you does he get to draw a card though.
Yeah, but he's given it flying, so. Oh, that's true. Good point.
Jace counts as a player.
Nope. You were correct. You knew what was up.
Sometimes I have smarts.
You
Go
got
for
as many smarts.
Lobber Crew at the end of his turn.
Yep. That's why I like Lobber Crew. You just have this sort of inevitability.
Perfect.
Goes the other land. So, he doesn't have the mana up to detain right now, so if I detain his Guild Mage, that's pretty good, actually. Alternately, I can detain his Pegasus.
I would detain his Pegasus because you want to force him to trade the Guild Mage. Like, he's not going to trade the Guild Mage. He'll let guys walk right by it.
Yeah, but this puts me on a whole turn without him being able to activate it. So, but yeah, that gets me in for more damage. You're right. So I think I probably will do it that way. And I have 2 multicolor spells in hand for bonus Lobber Crew times. Also, let us not forget the explosive impact, which we now have the mana to cast. So I am going to detain that guy. Swing with both of my non-blockers. Yeah.
You know what? You've only got a couple more.
Oh, okay. He had to wait for it to deal damage first.
Oh, you're still very close to explosive impact range, which he hasn't seen yet.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, yes, he has.
Yes.
He's Frostburn Weird, so he's going to be aware of that.
Yeah. But end of his turn, I take him to 6, and then I can play out the Electromancer and the Shred Freak and take him to 5. And then we're looking pretty good. Alright, Rune Wing, that's fine. He can't make his thing fly this turn, so he's just going to develop his board. And how? Boy, he is really developing it. So he can pretty easily... Yep, he can pretty easily multi-block my Skywatch now. So the Skywatch is basically on perma-defense. So, oh, that's nice. In fact, 1, 2... And then... Oh, I can play the Electromancer. Oh, he's actually dead here. Lobber Crew. Electromancer. Untap Lobber Crew, and now my explosive impact is cheaper. And he has no counterspell up.
Wow, nicely done.
Go, Izzet!
Wow, I've never seen an Izzet deck do so well.
Neither have I. We will see you in the finals.